Hey, my name is Sarah, and today we are going to work on core strength with a short yoga flow and a little bit of mobility. Let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start in downward facing dog. So plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Now go ahead and just begin to pedal it out. We're just easing into our practice. So your knees can be as bent as you like. Press through your finger pads. Let your head hang heavy and just pedal it out as you stretch through the backs of your legs, through your ankles, creating some space in your spine. We can even plant the feet and take a little sway side to side. Okay, from here, we're taking it to forward fold. So walk your hands back towards your feet and then hang in your fold for a moment. Your knees can be bent as generously as you need. Maybe your forward fold is a little bit higher, looks something more like this. That's okay. We can be wherever, we can meet our body wherever it is today. Okay, so find some organic movement. Release your low back. And then from here, we're gonna begin to fire up the core. So let's walk our hands back out to your downward facing dog. Now shift your weight forward to a high plank. We're bringing our shoulders over your wrists. Brace your abdominals so that your belly's not sinking down. We also don't want to push it up into a downward facing dog just yet, so level out your hips. And then from here, we're going to take some knee dips. So both knees lower to the mat and then lift back up. Let's do that again. Lower down and lift. Maybe find an exhale as you lower, inhale as you lift, or an exhale on both. Okay, take two more. Good. Now walk your hands back. We'll transition through our down dog and then walk your hands back to your forward fold. Okay, we're going to do that twice more. So nice and easy here. Begin to walk your hands forward. You can take your time. We're in our downward facing dog. From here, plank pose, shift your weight forward. Shoulders over your wrists. Level your hips. 5 knee dips. Here we go. 5, 4, keep a long spine. 3, 2. Nice job. Hips up. Walk your hands back. Forward fold. Let's do that once more. Hands walk right back out. Downward facing dog. Shifting, rolling through your spine, come forward. 5 knee dips. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Hips up. Downward facing dog. From here, lower your knees. Tabletop. Let's bring our palms right underneath our shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we'll take a few cat-cows here. So just drop your belly. Lift your chest on an inhale. And then as you exhale, we round our spine, chin to sternum. Contract. Let's do that again a few times. You can take it in your own time. We're finding our spinal extension and spinal flexion as you round. Deepening your breath here. Let's do one more. Good. Now come to a neutral spine. And we're going to do a little bird dog variation. So again, palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And let's check in with our weight distribution right away before we begin. So ideally, we're trying to have that weight distribute evenly through our palms and through our shins. Now, make sure you are really activating your abs here. So I'm kind of pulling my navel in towards my spine to support me as I lift my right leg. So go ahead, lift your right leg. Pause. Okay, notice, did you start to shift over to the left side? Right? Is your weight shifting over into your left? So I'm going to be your mirror for a second. Take a look at this supporting knee. You're kind of over here. See how it's making a diagonal? Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but when we lift one leg, it's easy to kind of compensate by dumping a bunch of weight into the opposite side. So I want you to just be mindful, and if that's you, bring the weight back into your right hand, into your left shin. Try to make that supporting thigh perpendicular to the mat, or like a 90-degree angle against the mat. Okay, we can work our bird dog here. If you want a little bit more, let's extend the left arm forward. And then from here, take an exhale to pull your elbow towards your knee. Let's do that again. Take an inhale to reach and an exhale to pull. Do that 3 more times. Okay, I have my gaze straight down, maybe even a small tuck of your chin so that I can maintain a long line from the crown of my head to my tailbone. Good, lower back down, all fours. We're taking this to side 2. So now extend your left leg. Right arm reaches forward. Okay, try to evenly distribute your weight. Check in with that supporting leg. Okay, you may need to bring a little bit more weight to your left palm. And here we go. Take an inhale to reach and exhale to pull. And inhale to reach and exhale to pull. 3 more times. You got this. Stay strong through your abs. Here's your last one. Nice. Lower back to all fours. And then let's sit on our heels for a moment. You can walk your hands back and just work out your wrists for a second. Okay, we've got a lot on our wrist today. You can always feel free to modify. If this is getting a little too tiresome, just come down to your forearms. Okay, we're going into one more round of bird dogs, but we're going to do a little variation here. So come back to tabletop. Right leg extends. Left arm reaches. This time bend into your knee, bend into your elbow. And we bring it into this hydrant position. So it's an inhale to open, an exhale to pull towards your midline. Let's do that again. Inhale to open, exhale to pull. 3 more times, you got it. Inhale, exhale. Twice more. Whew, nice job. Back to all fours, side 2, we are almost there. Extend your left leg, right arm forward, bend into your elbow, bend into your knee, open up to the sides. Here we go, exhale, pull in. Open, exhale, pull. 3 more, open. We got 2. Last one right here. Wonderful work. Back to all fours. Walk your hands back, sit on your heels. And from here, we'll take a little wrist stretch. So let's rotate our fingers towards either the long edge of your mat, or we can rotate them all the way around towards you. Okay, just take a few circles here. No need to push here, just a little wrist stretch. And again, feel free to modify. We've got one more thing to do on our wrists, but you can always take it to a forearm plank instead of a high plank. Reverse your circle if you haven't already. Good. Now bring the backs of your hands to the mat, fingertips towards each other. Just apply a tiny bit of pressure there. Pressure. Pressure. Apply a tiny bit of pressure there. And then go ahead, release. Okay, back to our plank pose. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips. From here, just a few mountain climbers. So right knee towards your right elbow. Shoot that foot back, left knee. So keep alternating. Keep breathing. Here for about 15 more seconds. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1. Child's pose. Knees down. You can reach your palms forward, or we can bring backs of our hands to our sides, relaxing your head down. Okay, take a few moments here. Catch your breath. It's crazy how core work gets your heart rate up so quickly. Take 3 more deep breaths. Let that breath enter in through your nose, out through your nose if you can. Good. Now come on up, roll up, come back to all fours. Step your right foot forward next to your right palm. We're coming into Malasana, and then left foot. Okay, we've got a lot of modifications for Malasana if this is not for you. So if you're finding that you're hunching forward and it's kind of hard to keep a straight, long spine, you can always pop some blocks or another prop underneath your sit bones. You can also put something underneath your heels, maybe a blanket or a towel, or you're welcome to just come up to the balls of your feet. Okay, if you can come down to your heels, then lower your heels to the mat. We can use our arms pushing against our inner thighs, inner knees for a little bit of leverage to open up a little bit deeper through your chest. So let's take a few breaths here. Try to maintain a long spine. Let's take 3 more breaths. Nice job. We're coming down to our backs, so you can use your fingers if you like. We're lowering our sit bones down and then just come to lie down. One more little core thing to get through, just one more. Okay, and then we're gonna relax. So let's lift our legs up to this tabletop position. So knees are over hips. Okay, I'm still bracing my abs by drawing my navel down towards my spine. Okay, relax your arms, open up through your chest, and then we're just gonna take a few dips. Okay, so Your right toes dip down, and we return home to our tabletop. Let's take that left, and then return home. Let's take an inhale to dip, and exhale to pull. And inhale to dip, and exhale to pull. Now keep working here slow. And I want you to think about keeping the natural curvature of your spine. Okay, so like there's a little blueberry underneath your back, and we're not crushing that blueberry. But at the same time, I'm pulling my belly button down towards the mat to work to get the low back a little bit more flush with the mat. And then connecting our breath, right? Finding the inhale to dip, the exhale to lift. That exhale really helps to activate and harden and flex through the abs. It took me a really long time to figure out how big of a brain-body connection core work really is, because, I mean, try it for a second. If you're not thinking about all these components in your belly, your spine, and we're just kind of very passive in our low body and just dipping our toes, it doesn't feel like much is going on. So returning to that tabletop, actively pull the belly down. It's really slight, but again, finding that in between where we're not putting any tension per se in the low back, but we're just figuring out how to turn those muscles on. Okay, let's just do a few more, but this time we're gonna push our knees a little bit further, just half an inch further. And here we go. Lower, lift. Let's go. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Okay, thinking about bracing your abs, relaxing your upper body. Notice if you're tightening your jaw, or maybe doing something weird with your eyebrows. Just soften the muscles of your face. Breathe. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Knees hugging towards your chest. Take a little rock side to side. We're going to take a spinal twist. So hug your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg long. And then let's guide that right knee across your body to the left. And we can open up through your right arm, shifting your gaze over your right shoulder. And taking a few deep breaths here. And let's roll back through center, and we'll switch it out. So hug your left knee to your chest, extend your right leg long, and then allow your knee to fall over towards your right side, and open up through your left arm. You can look over your left shoulder if you like. And I'm allowing that left shoulder to just draw heavy down towards the mat. back through center. Let's come on up to a seated position and we will close it out here. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you're feeling a little bit stronger. Repeat this practice if you want to see how it grows and how your abs get stronger. If you're enjoying these videos, finding value in this content, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would help me out a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. I'll see you soon.